China hackers target USA. I am Kelly Hector for YouTube.com Cybersecurity Awareness SEO in this video. FBI says China-linked hackers are behind a significant cyber espionage campaign. The FBI announcement follows alleged targeting of mobile phones used by Donald Trump and J.D. Vance. U.S. authorities have uncovered a broad and significant cyber espionage campaign carried out by China-linked hackers targeting Americans in government and politics to steal information. The FBI and the Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency, or CISA, said in a joint statement on Wednesday that actors affiliated with Beijing had compromised networks at multiple telecommunications companies. The hack enabled the theft of customer call records data and compromised the private communications of a limited number of individuals, the agencies said. The FBI and CISA did not specify which individuals had been targeted, but said they were primarily involved in government or political activity. The hackers also accessed information that was subject to U.S. law enforcement requests pursuant to court orders, the agencies said, suggesting they sought to compromise programs subject to the Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Act, or FISA, which grants spy agencies broad powers to surveil the communications of individuals suspected of being foreign agents. The FBI and CISA said they expected their understanding of these compromises to grow as the investigation continues. The announcement follows a series of high-profile hacking incidents that Washington has described as part of a broader strategy by Beijing to steal technological and government data, as well as target critical infrastructure in the U.S. In September, the FBI said it had uncovered a far-reaching Chinese hacking campaign named Flax Typhoon. The campaign involved the installation of malicious software on more than 200,000 consumer devices, including cameras, video recorders, and routers used in homes and offices, which were then used to form a network of infected computers capable of facilitating cybercrime, according to U.S. authorities. Last month, the FBI said it had launched an investigation into alleged Chinese hacking of mobile phones used by then-Republican presidential nominee Donald Trump and J.D. Vance. The hackers, who also allegedly targeted people associated with Democratic nominee Kamala Harris, had reportedly infiltrated the network of U.S. mobile phone provider Verizon. The FBI and CISA did not specify if or how the most recent hacking efforts were connected to these earlier campaigns. Chinese hackers target Trump, Vance, and Harris campaign phones. U.S. media. The FBI is investigating alleged access to mobile phone networks by people associated with Beijing. The FBI has launched an investigation into alleged hacking by China, the New York Times reported. It said hackers had tapped into the network of mobile phone provider Verizon, and investigators were working to determine if any communications were taken. The Associated Press news agency confirmed that people working on the Harris campaign were also targeted. The FBI and the Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency, CISA, released a statement saying the government was investigating unauthorized access to the country's telecom infrastructure by actors affiliated with the People's Republic of China. Agencies across the U.S. government are collaborating to aggressively mitigate this threat and are coordinating with industry partners to strengthen cyber defenses across the commercial communications sector, said the two agencies. They did not name the targets of the incident, but Verizon said it was aware of a sophisticated attempt to reportedly target U.S. telecoms and gather intelligence. The New York Times said the Trump campaign was made aware that the president and Vance were among a number of people whose phone numbers were targeted through the infiltration of Verizon phone systems. It added that the Republican campaign did not confirm the president and his running mates' phones were targeted. The Democratic campaign has not yet commented on the reports. News that high-profile political candidates and their campaigns were targeted comes as U.S. officials remain on high alert for foreign interference. The Trump campaign was hacked earlier this year. The U.S. Justice Department charged 3 members of Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, accusing them of trying to disrupt the November 5th election. China, by contrast, is believed by U.S. intelligence officials to be taking a neutral stance in the race and focused on more low-profile and local elections targeting candidates from both parties based on their stance on issues of importance to Beijing, such as support for Taiwan. The FBI and CISA say Chinese hackers breached multiple U.S. telecom providers in a targeted attack of cyber espionage. Bad actors swiped cell phone customers' call record data, including a limited number of government and political figures. The FBI and the Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency, CISA, said that People's Republic of China, PRC, hackers breached commercial telecommunications service providers in the U.S. The breached entities have been warned, and the agencies are proactively alerting other potential targets of elevated cyber activity. The U.S. government's continued investigation into the People's Republic of China's, PRC, targeting of commercial telecommunications infrastructure has revealed a broad and significant cyber espionage campaign. The agencies said that PRC-affiliated actors have compromised networks at multiple telecommunications companies to enable the theft of customer call record data, as well as private communications of a limited number of individuals who are primarily involved in government or political activity. The joint statement said that the PRC actors also copied certain information that was subject to U.S. law enforcement requests pursuant to court orders. The agencies said that they are working to strengthen cyber defenses and encouraged organizations that believe they were impacted to contact their local FBI field office or CISA. The FBI and the CISA continue to render technical assistance, rapidly share information to assist other potential victims, and work to strengthen cyber defenses across the commercial communications sector. After the FBI identified specific malicious activity targeting the sector, the FBI and the Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency, CISA, immediately notified affected companies, rendered technical assistance, and rapidly shared information to assist other potential victims. The FBI and CISA previously told Fox News Digital in a joint statement, China's Volt Typhoon shows signs of returning. Why it matters. The resurgence shows that the Chinese government isn't backing down from its quest to infiltrate American utilities in preparation for a potential destructive cyber attack. The research team at Security Scorecard, a cyber risk assessment company, says it has noticed Volt Typhoon moving traffic through a set of compromised routers in New Caledonia, an island nation off the coast of Australia, as recently as September. Global law enforcement disrupted a significant portion of Volt Typhoon's botnet in January, but the group quickly set up new servers. However, actual movement across these servers hadn't been seen until September, according to the report. Routing through New Caledonia gives the hackers a silent bridge to hide traffic moving between the Asia-Pacific region and the Americas, the report says. Unlike attackers who vanish when discovered, this adversary digs in even deeper when exposed. Ryan Sherstobatoff, Senior Vice President of Threat Research at Security Scorecard, wrote in a blog post. Federal officials warned Congress in late January that the Volt Typhoon campaign indicated China had a new willingness to shut down U.S. critical infrastructure and incite societal panic. As part of its campaign, Volt Typhoon maintained access to some U.S. critical infrastructure for at least 5 years, according to the intelligence community. Volt Typhoon is just one of the ongoing Chinese hacking campaigns that U.S. officials are most concerned about. Investigators are still probing the extent of the Salt Typhoon group's latest hacks into U.S. politicians' phones, including those belonging to President-elect Donald Trump and VP-elect J.D. Vance. The Salt Typhoon cyber attack that reportedly targeted U.S. wiretap systems could be one of the most damaging China-backed cyber espionage campaigns ever, per the Wall Street Journal. Why it matters. The hack may have given the Chinese government unprecedented access to U.S. foreign intelligence surveillance systems and electronic communications that major internet service providers like Verizon and AT&T collect, based on U.S. court orders. What is the real threat level? The hackers were able to attain highly sensitive intelligence and law enforcement data, per reports. Salt Typhoon is only one of several advanced persistent threats, APT, believed to be backed by Beijing. There are several Typhoon threats, the moniker used by Microsoft in order to track different Chinese-backed campaigns based on their tactics and procedures. Salt Typhoon has been active since 2020, according to Microsoft research cited by the journal. Volt Typhoon has persistently infiltrated U.S. infrastructure, with reports showing that attackers maintained access to critical U.S. systems for at least 5 years. Flax Typhoon targets home routers, firewalls, storage devices, and Internet of Things devices like cameras and video recorders, and has been active since 2021, according to the Department of Justice. Between the lines, Salt Typhoon reportedly gained access to Verizon, AT&T, and Lumen technologies, by exploiting systems used for lawful wiretapping, which are designed to comply with government surveillance requests. The Electronic Frontier Foundation says the backdoors used by Salt Typhoon were likely created to help companies comply with the Communications Assistance for Law Enforcement Act, CALEA, that requires telecommunications companies to cooperate with legal orders by law enforcement and national security agencies. Critics of legally mandated backdoors intended for lawful surveillance have always argued that bad actors will always eventually find ways to compromise such designs. So far, the Salt Typhoon saga appears to confirm that argument. Why it matters. The resurgence shows that the Chinese government isn't backing down from its quest to infiltrate American utilities in preparation for a potential destructive cyber attack. I am Kelly Hector. If you liked this video, please like and subscribe for more videos like these for youtube.com Cybersecurity Awareness SEO. Thanks for watching.